If you're ready to find out who is the next guest on Stone Cold Steve Austin's Broken Skull Sessions, give me an RKO. That's right, everybody. On the next edition of the Broken Skull Sessions, the Legend Killer, the Apex Predator, the Viper himself, Randy Orton, will be Stone Cold Steve Austin's next guest on the Broken Skull Sessions. And I haven't been this excited for a guest appearance ever since The Undertaker was announced as the first guest on Stone Cold's Broken Skull Sessions when it all started. And what can you really say about Randy Orton that hasn't been said already? He's done it all. He's a 14-time world champion, 2-time Royal Rumble winner, 1-time Intercontinental champion, 1-time US champion, Money in the Bank, Tag Team champions, Grand Slam champion, main evented lots of WrestleManias. He's worked and feuded with all of the big names, from The Undertaker to Edge to Triple H to Mick Foley to Bray Wyatt. You name it, Randy Orton has done it all. He was a member of Evolution with Triple H, Batista and Ric Flair. He was the youngest world champion at 24 years old. Randy Orton is one of the biggest and most highly decorated stars in the last 20 years of the WWE. And what can you really say? Randy Orton, if he isn't called that already, he's a legend, just like he used to call himself in his younger years. And he, along with Brock Lesnar, John Cena and Batista, were the big breakout stars during the Ruthless Aggression era. And in my opinion, and for my money, I would say Randy Orton, as great as he is as a babyface, I would say Randy Orton's best work was when he was a heel. And still to this day, I enjoy Randy Orton's work as the Legend Killer between 2003 to 2005, because that was where I felt Randy Orton was at his best as the cocky, arrogant heel who you just wanted to walk up to and just slap him across the face, because Randy Orton is an amazing bad guy and he's the best heel in the modern day. And I don't think I've ever seen a heel who can generate so much heat on a nuclear level quite like Randy Orton, not since the days of Triple H back in the Attitude Era. So Randy Orton's going to be in the hot seat with Stone Cold, and this is going to make for a very interesting edition of the Broken Skull Sessions, and I'm really looking forward to hearing what Randy Orton's got to say and what he's been up to. And it's going to be interesting to hear him talk about his career. And Randy Orton's had a hell of a career, probably one of the best careers anyone could ever ask or hope for. And it's quite funny because Randy Orton's now 40 years old. I remember his debut back in 2002 when he was 22 years old. So it's quite shocking that Randy Orton has grown up not just in front of me but in front of the entire world on TV. So in a way we've all kind of grown up with Randy Orton together, because everybody kept saying that Randy Orton is the future of the WWE, and I remember in Evolution they used to say the same thing, and he truly has come a long way in almost 20 years. So it's going to be 20 years in 2022 that Randy Orton made his WWE debut. And Randy Orton has had his own stable, Legacy, with Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase Jr. And he's been part of the Authority with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Randy Orton's been around, a lot, and he had a great feud with DX when he was part of Rated RKO with Edge. And wow, I could sit here and go on for days about all of the great stuff Randy Orton has done. And one thing that I'm most looking forward to hearing about, I don't know if this is going to be addressed or not, but I'd like to hear more about what happened in 2004. Why was his push got pulled the plug on when he won the world title, and why he wasn't pushed as a main eventer in favour of Batista. I'd like to hear things like that. There's so much great stuff that you can talk about from Randy Orton, and he's a living legend, as I said. And it's going to come the day when Randy Orton himself is going to end up in the Hall of Fame. Wow. So there you have it, guys. The next guest on Stone Cold's Broken Skull Sessions is Randy Orton. You know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below. And is there anything you'd like to hear Randy Orton talk about on Stone Cold's Broken Skull Sessions? So until next time, take care everybody and stay safe.